called me to compete, it was just like one of the best times ever because it just built up so much just energy in me where I just had to go out. I had to just think what I'm about to do to compete in this hair battle. It made me realize and understand that these hands right here are just blessed. A blessing from blessings from blessings. Winning the Warner Brothers hair battle just pretty much confirmed my beliefs in the fact that I am and still reign the king of hair.
Good afternoon, everyone. I just was making a couple of notes of things that I wanted to make sure that I said. A lot of females, a lot of men too. Shockingly, my hairstylist Terrence Davidson, my makeup artist Terrence. Well, I call them the Terrences or Terrence squared because it just doesn't make sense to keep saying the same name twice. But a lot of people like to be involved in hair and makeup and nails and things like that. And being an artist, that is one of the most important things that you need. You need somebody that's going to do your hair and going to be consistent with it. And you want someone that's going to be able to give you a look that's different from everybody else, or give you a look that other people would want to emulate.
I've worked with so many celebrities in this game. Been in it for over 15 years, I do know by now. But working with the Little Moles, the Trina, the Remy Ma's, Nicki Minaj, Patti LaBelle, Jennifer Hudson, Tamia, the list goes on, and it feels great to be recognized from these people, and even from Essence Magazine, for them to say Terrence Davidson is a force to be reckoned with, just lets me know a lot. And I'm very thankful and humble for what people say and do for Terrence Davidson in this game.
My name is already good.
Exactly. You just don't have products that you're selling. Now that you're selling the edge control, all that.
My brand is very important to me. And I've met with so many different people. I've teamed up and partnered up with so many different people on different ventures. And I finally found the right person. I'm not saying that they weren't right either, but the one I think who actually gets Terrence Davidson and gets for me to understand where I'm trying to go with my career. I had a meeting set up with, and I met with Sarah, and I actually love what she wants to do for the Terrence Davidson brand, and we're collabing on our TD collection, the hair collection, the edge control, the shampoos, all the products, everything that's coming your way for 2016 and is coming from us. But I just had a great meeting with her, and I really like what she was talking about and what she can do for the Terrence Davidson brand.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why, initially you want to see a product, a profit. We take the money that we make off of the hair and invest it back into getting brushes and, doing different stuff like that. Doing other product lines and putting it out. So that would actually just start, people just start seeing the Terrence Davidson brand everywhere.
Today's shoot is actually more than just a photo shoot. It's the whole Terrence Davidson brand, from the flat irons to look on the wall. I didn't even see that.
Wow, that's your photo.
Yeah. How come I don't never get? I can hang these pictures up in my house for the dog tail, man. The Terrence Davidson brand is actually everything under me in my name. Terrence Davidson, the edge control, the shampoo, the wig and weave conditioner, the actual lace wigs, the hair collection, the virgin hair collection. So it's all the TD collection, everything under Terrence Davidson in my name. And I just felt like it was only right to put my name on the products, because this is the products that I use, and this is what I want other people to buy into and get the product as well, because it is a great product. But that's what the Terrence Davidson brand is.
Are you ready?
Oh yeah, you did it.
Nice.
Are you ready? Yeah, come right quick. Okay, let me just come. So it is even perfect to even shoot that shot. And then like when you do the lipstick one, we'll put the gold right here, but for now we'll put it on the sides after this. Okay. So let me just do my shot and then we back to you.
Yeah.
So that's going to be dope with her, how I got her from when she first came into that.
Right.
Today's shoot, we have so much going on. One of the products that I'm shooting in the shoot is the blinged out flat irons. They're cordless. Cordless. The most best product that I've used I'm not the best, but I mean, just something so convenient without a cord curling hair. The blinged out curling irons, you know, I did a photo shoot and I used my favorite model, as always, Sparkle. And we shot, I did a lot for that product shoot. Once I had the meeting with Sandra, I went into shooting for the actual blinged out flat irons. I shot for the dashikis, which, you know, we have these hooded dashikis that not too many people have now, but we did come up with these hooded dashikis. And to do a shoot with a lot of these products and the beard oil, everything is going to be so great for 2016, and the products that I have coming out. It's just so many different ventures, and I always tell people you have to jump into different things, you know, make money all around the board, do different products, do different everything. Don't just depend on one thing, because that one thing might shut down on you and catch a flat tire. What else are you going to do? So make sure you dip and dabble into everything and make sure it's still a part of you and your brand. Dashikis is a part of my brand, the beard oil is a part of my brand, the cordless flat irons, the hair, everything. Terrence Davidson brand.
I did. I eat the guy.
We're wrapping up. Just finished shooting for the tea and the vitamins. The vitamins, very, very, Peter Vitamin Benjamin, very important vitamins.
NutriBurst.
Today was just one of the multitask photo shoots where we're shooting for, let me see, the flat irons, my beard oil. The flat irons is by the Hair Icon, my Terrence Davidson collection, and what else we did? The oil for my beard oil that we'll have coming out. Then we shot for the dashikis. You don't miss nothing else. Can't miss my dashikis. Shiki. Shot for the dashikis, and we're doing another hair shoot, just a beauty shot, just something different that I was just home playing with. I want to see how it looks with the glitter inside of the hair. You'll see soon, that'll be online. One thing I do in this game is I'm always busy. But one thing I will do is always make sure I have time for my family. My son is somebody I'm going to always try to figure out how to make time for. I know that when I'm ending up spending time with my family, everything just goes away. My son is somebody that I've been doing this for from day one when he was born, and I just knew that I wanted him to have whatever I possibly could have for him without being super spoiled, which is what he is, but I still want him to learn what responsibility is and work. But spending time with my family and my son is something that I have to always find time to do, no matter where or who's aboard, who I'm working with. My family's going to always come first at the end of the day.
On your mark. Get set. Go.
How you doing, Paul?
That's my song right there. Ah, okay. I know I was working behind him. Don't worry about my Jerry curl. I'm just trying to let my work. I'm gonna let it grow so I can braid it. That's why I'm gonna keep it. I don't need to play it. We're just going to the cabin. Just shake it. No, shake it. Yeah. One thing that I've developed and created with a few other people is my glamcation. It's a cabin retreat where stylists come together. We learn how to come together where we eat, sleep, drink, and pray together as a team. That pretty much helps us to know how to do all of this once we get on the road. Sometimes we might do a tour together. Sometimes we might do a hair show together. When we're doing a hair show together, you want to know who this person is that you're working with. Why not do the best thing by taking everybody to a cabin retreat up in the woods where there's nothing else to do but get to know the people that you're around and who you're with. My Legion of Glam is what we formed at the cabin. And ever since then, we've been doing cabin retreats like every 3 months. And it's been such a great idea and a great situation for stylists, from hair, makeup, wardrobe, anything in the glam world to come together and work together. And you'll see some of this footage, which is so great to see how we all come together and work as one.
Alright, hey, I'm from Dallas, Texas. I just plan to gain like knowledge, networking, meeting new people from everywhere. I'm just super excited. Knowledge new people, networking, branding myself better. It's just great opportunities and blessings.
Hi, my name is Omega. I'm from Virginia, and I'm looking to gain knowledge and unity from the other girls while I'm here at this experience.
I came out here to network with other great pilots and makeup artists, and I hope to gain new friends, new connections, and just have a great time.
I just expect to meet different hairstylists and what they're doing different in their cities, and just to see if somebody can inspire me and I can inspire somebody.
My name's Cena. I'm from Birmingham, and I'm expecting to learn techniques, how to market myself, brand myself, how to positively put myself out there, and just make sure I'm well prepared for the industry.
I expect to learn how to brand my own brand. Just about branding, and anything that I don't know or anything I can brush up on. That's what I'm saying.
Being Terrence Davidson is really, 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 really a lot. No one knows what I go through. No one knows my issues or my problems. And my circle is so small that I just can't say or do anything for everybody. But I do know that I'm there for a lot of people. My inbox and my DMs, my text messages and emails are so full of people who say I inspire them, I motivate them, I help them get through the day. And I always try to figure out, how is this so? But when I look back at the things that I do, the people that I work with, just a lot of things that happen, if I look at the footage or look at myself, I know that I do inspire people. I do motivate other people, and I do give people a chance to do what they want to do in life or work around a certain environment. I try to bring people on set, but I love that I am one of the people that can inspire and motivate others to do what they want to do in their life. And I love that I get those emails. I love that they reach out to me and tell me that that's what I do for them.
How many in here? You right? Nita, how many in here? Who back there?
They only have 3 back there. 3.
Okay. So when this...
We can get 3 more new people. 3 more people to be in here.
Nita, sit right there.
There's enough room in this one. We're just trying to see where the luggage is going to go. Because you did tell them to bring a small luggage, right? This is the reason why.
And calm down.
I'm calm. Y'all don't screaming. I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm talking. I ain't screaming.
Okay, well, we're going to get it together.
I think it just makes sense with 3 vans. Am I stupid?
So it's these 2 in that car.
Empty.
I don't care what nobody says.
I want to fill it up with the luggage.
I don't like to ride like this. I feel like it should have been 3 vans, like I said. Well, I'm about to put these bags down. Dang it, you should have got that van like I said. I don't care if it costs more. I just don't like it. Something's told me. Listening to Jonathan every time. I don't think you need no 3 vans. You's a lie.
If anyone knows what it takes to get all of these hairstylists, all of these makeup artists, anybody in the glam world, plus your friends, plus everybody, just all 20-something, 30 people together for a cabin retreat. First of all, I just wish people could read just instructions on where to park your car, what time to be, this and this and that. It's a lot to get these people together, and it was so hectic packing up the cars. You tell them, bring a small suitcase, maybe backpack, just because it's only a cabin retreat. Don't ask me why people bring heels. Don't ask me why they bring dresses. I don't understand why they bring hair, crayons. Where are we going? We're in the woods. We're not going nowhere. So that makes it harder for us to pack up the van, which causes problems with me and my friend Jonathan. Packing the van. So many issues because that's what he's in charge of. But it's great. Once you get all these people in the car, I'm gonna be miserable, but it's a 3-hour drive. But it's so worth it when you get to the cabin.
They still have 3 more rooms.
So then they can get out of there.
Right.
So why did y'all put them all in the car?
We had to see.
Why you always hollering?
Because you keep asking the same question.
Because you the one said don't get the 3rd van.
Don't get the 3rd van. You're going to spend an extra $400.
Yeah, we're trying to Go get the van. Can we all just get along? For real. He just needs to calm himself down. Go get the 3rd van. Your friend.
Sometimes it gets really frustrated for me though. It gets to a point where I don't know. I think I get real bad anxiety, and people see it and they know it. And I'm glad that the people that's on my team know it. That's like they know me like a book, so they just be like, calm down. This and this and that. This and this and that. Everything's gonna be all right. But we get through it. We do it. We got to do what we got to do. And at the end of the day, it's gonna be a great trip, and we get through it.
Yeah.
By him building the whole Legion of Glam, he wants it to be everybody united as one.
Right.
So when you need something, I'm there. When
Right.
you know, and vice versa.
Right.
And we post each other's stuff.
Right.
Everybody's just supposed to be supporting each other and everything that we do.
That's
Right.
That is good.
And it's all about, it's all, teamwork makes the dream work.
They definitely do.
And
Teach one.
teamwork makes the dream work. And that's just about it.
Y'all could have stopped at Best Buy. Letting me get that battery. It was gonna take 2 minutes.
Why did you get that before you signed up?
Because I didn't know it was gonna be a 3-hour trip and I've been filming for 4 hours.
The Glamcation cannot be a Glamcation without our famous driver, Inchy. The driver who people are so scared to ride in a car with sometimes. But I just think Inchy I don't know. Inchy is just Inchy. You know how people are when they drive and they just know where they're going. Inchy is the type of person that's gonna be driving and the road is this way, but he's gonna be talking to you the whole time while he's driving. Either way it goes, one way or the other, that's Inchy. But he's so fun. He's been a great friend, brother to me for years and years and years. I love Inchy on the trip. He's very helpful. Very, very, very helpful on the trip. He's the driver that no one wants to ride with. Or they act like they do, but they know they don't want to ride with Inchy.
Filming us for 4 hours, well, baby, you should have been prepared. Whether it was you've been filming for 4 hours or not. Preparation and dedication means that you'll be able to get. You'll be able to. You'll get the shit done. You know what I mean? Goddamn. Don't be putting that camera on me. What you gonna do? This whole driving away and everything. Well, I thought you was getting in the car with us.
I know. I didn't know what was going on. You had caught like a temper tantrum.
No, I didn't. I got tired of people just standing around. Just get in the car and go. I was just like, Lock the door. Lock that door. Don't let the hoe in here.
Why is he upset with me? I ain't done nothing.
And then coming up the hill, you want us to stop on the hill. You know that this is what we don't do. You can't stop the van on the hill. I said, child, I can't stop
Why
on the
in
hill.
the hell are you cussing at me? I have not done nothing but sit in the car. Me. This is my 5th time. Is the car in drive?
Hell no, in him.
Oh.
What's M?
Oh
my God.
But it rolled a manual. That was just to warm it up. But it rolled a manual, right?
Oh, Lord.
Then it,
I don't know.
how you think we got on the street in manual?
What?
It still rolled in manual. Think about it.
No, because it's supposed to shift gears. It's manual. That's why I got the little buttons on the side for up and down.
Once we get up there in those hills, in the mountains, we try to leave early because after a certain time of day, it gets dark and there's no lights up there in the streets. Like in the mountains, they don't really have street lights. So I guess that's part of the cabin life. I don't know. But the scariest part of that is riding on those hills at night. When I tell you, it's a hill that goes down, then up for the last cabin we went to, and it's like you have to go fast going down so you can go up the other one real fast in order to get to the top.
Alright.
There we go.
Do we lean forward or what?
Yeah, lean forward.
Okay, stop engine. No, Terrence, I gotta push myself.
Yeah, he gotta go like
I'm
what's the
talking about
curve?
the curve.
Okay, there we go. This enough.
See the curve.
Some of the bread or whatever this is.
Oh shit. I didn't want to smush him, cause I was gonna make sure ain't nothing else under his feet, please.
Can you turn the high beams on and I can walk up the hill? How far is that hill?
Keep going.
At least he passed that part. So I'm doing the downshift with speed. It's a curve.
Okay, we made it.
Okay, this is what we turn into. Yeah, I know.
Thank you, Lord.
Usually the first night when we get in at the cabins and we unload and go into the cabins, we eat. sense, if we don't do nothing else, we eat. We have to eat because it's been a 3.5-hour drive. But before we eat, we pray. We pray together as a team.
You never did do it. You do need to start.
You gotta start somewhere, man.
Just say God is great, God is good.
Girl, I got put it there. Yes, Lord. I know that. Everybody grab a hand.
Come on, y'all.
They just say just touch it.
The meeting got cold.
Just touch it. Don't worry about it. You're gonna wash them out. Bow heads.
Close your eyes.
And take a minute. God is great. Don't laugh at me. Y'all know I don't know how to pray right.
Yes, you do.
God is great. God is good. Let us thank you for our food. Bow our heads. We all are fed. Give us, Lord, our daily bread. Thank you for all the blessings that you gave me. Thank you for waking me up this morning, getting here safely along with everyone that made their way all across the world to come here to be here tonight. Give us this unity, Lord, as a team. I promise you, we just only want to win. Everybody in here has the biggest heart because they're here for a reason. I thank you once again for waking up this morning, bringing me this far, and taking me to the next journey in my life and everyone in this room. Amen.
Amen.
Day 2 at the cabin is Sunday morning. We're about to have breakfast and get right into testimonial session, which is going to be the best session of the world. Got a great crew here. I'm so ready to eat. I'm hungry, and I'm always the last one to damn eat. One thing we do at the cabin the next day, the first day we're there, or the next morning when we wake up, is we do a testimonial section. The testimonial section is very important only because I feel you can't be around anyone that you know nothing about. Testimonials are where you talk about your life, where you're from beginning to where you are now. You give them a slight brief description, but these testimonials can go on forever. Like, we'll be there all day long, and there's so many tear-dropping stories. There's just so much going on, but the people are being real with each other, and they're able to let it out, and that's so important. We might do it on the patio or outside by the fireplace, but we all stand up and we talk about our life and our story. And usually I start it off and I give them a brief description of what I'm trying to get from them, and I'm sure once I tell my story, everybody else gets up and really just lets it all out and tell their story. So when I did my presentation for BET, it was what is it called? I was showing respect and homage to all of them, regardless. I didn't have to do on that stage, but I did it because it is what's popping. I don't care what people say, I have personal issues with her or whatever. I'm still going to do that, and I felt like it was great for TV. I was making a business decision. I wasn't making an emotional or personal decision. I was making a business decision before that stage. And it came out, that was one of the hottest part of each one of those scenes was hot. But I thought that was just hot for me because I got to dance. I never in my life have I danced in the haircut. During our testimonials, one thing I always try to tell people, regardless, is, and in my story, I always say I like to stay focused. And when I say we open up, we tell everything, like, I let them know about me competing in the Warner Brothers hair battle when I never danced ever in my life on stage in front of people as far as competing in the hair battle. I never danced, but I've always wanted to. That was like the best time, like one of the best times I've ever competed. And I just had fun on that stage, like getting up there, dancing in front of all those people. I was up there thinking a little bit while I was dancing, but I loved it. I opened up. I got on the stage, opened up, and I was letting them know what I did. I opened up to them on things that was fear for me to do, and I finally did it. When you compete, what you got to know and what you got to do is eat, sleep, and drink what you believe in. I'm telling y'all that now. If you don't eat, sleep, and drink hair, if you're going to compete, you want to be a hair battle, you got to, I wake up in the middle of the night. I used to wake up doing hair. Have anybody ever done hair so much? I wake up in the middle of the night and I act like I'm combing hair, like I still got people waiting, because I used to have too many people waiting on me. The anxiety of it will work. I think that when you get there and you do what you really love to do, no one's going to take that away from you. It can happen, because it happened to me, but I want you to just stay focused on that. If you know this is what you love to do, just kill it.
keep going home thinking about some new shit. Like, I was walking down the street and I was walking my dog and I seen a damn leaf in the window. And it was like orange, brown, and green or something in somebody's window. And I just took my camera and I just took a picture of it. And that's when people be like, well, what motivates you or what inspires you to be creative? I be like, I don't know anything on the street. When I'm walking down the street, if I see a shape that I feel like I can play with hair, that's exactly what I did. I took a picture of that and I was like, I'm going to create a shape from this. I just don't think that people give us enough credit for what our work is. You come to me and you ask me to do something and then you book somebody else. Maybe if my price ain't right, tell me. Because I'm going to tell you what, that's why I always tell people when they want to book me. Sometimes I'll be like, well, what's your budget? Because if I tell you how much I charge and to host a show, I'm going to say $2,500. That's just it. If you don't want to give me $2,500, what do you have? Like, I'm going to make it work for you. Glam family, I don't mind. You still have to fly me there. You still have to feed me. That's one thing I say about stuff when I do. I just don't think that we should overcharge anything when it comes to our service when we're trying to build our brand. If you're really trying to build your brand, do not try to charge people like crazy because they'll just overpass you. They'll just go over you and go get somebody else.
When taking the Glamcation retreat, I usually want people to walk away with much knowledge, much inspiration and motivation. Like, I want them to be able to believe in themselves when they walk away. A lot of them, they come, once you hear their stories and their testimonies, like it's so crazy, scary, chills, just tears, that, you know, some of them need that strength. They need for you to speak to them. They need to let it out. And once they let it out, I think they feel more confident and more comfortable in going after what they need to go after in their life once they leave that cabin trip. And I always want them to walk away with just confidence and just go after whatever you want in life.
One thing that Trey Major told me when I was up there, and I went to a Mary video. I live a fucking hour away from New York. He said he needed some thread. You know, I drove all the way up there to get him some thread because that was a great experience. He was shooting a Mary J. Blige video, the No More Drama video, and he just asked me, can he get me some thread? I didn't even tell him I was an hour away. I just wanted to be a part of that experience. And it didn't matter how much gas it took. It didn't matter how much I had to pay to park my truck. I got up there and I got him some thread. And that was just the fact that, you know, that I could be there. And when I saw Mary on set, it's weird because I didn't want to take a picture. I don't do stuff like that. I've never done that. When I go on set with somebody else, I'm going to respect that somebody else.
There are so many obstacles that just were in my way to get me to where I am today. And I'm still not where I want to be at. But everything that I do, I feel like is a lesson learned just to keep on moving to the next level in my career and in my life. I still got ways to go, but I'm still pushing and I never stop. I think I'm the type of person that I can never sit still. I can never say I'm where I want to be at in life because I want to still keep going up the ladder. And I'm sure that, you know, it's so far for me to go, but I still love that I just keep growing every day. So, you know, I don't know, you know, how far this is going to take me, but I just want to keep taking more and more obstacles as I go.
I was in the car and you gave the homeless man $50 and you said you were going to give the other homeless man $50. He was so happy and was saying, oh my God.
Oh, because we seen I gave another guy $50 when I was walking down the street. Me and my son was walking the dog. Right. And I gave him $50 because I put it in my pocket to give to the man who we saw. Because I know that I see him every time I walk the dog. When I leave my house, I never put money in my pocket when I'm walking my dog. I only put money in my pocket if I'm going to give it to a homeless person.
Once we do our testimonials at the cabin, it gets so deep. There's this one girl, her name is Tamora Patrice. I think she's an amazing person and ended up from the cabin retreat being our secretary now. Our treasurer in our organization. But I think she has such a great story, and I think that she was one that would tell you she was inspired, motivated. She's followed me for quite some time, and you know, she reached out to me and I spoke back to her and there's another guy, Johnny. I love both of their stories during the testimonial sessions. I love all of their stories. Just something about these two as well that just caught me, and I don't know, love both of them.
So I was up one night, I was on Instagram, and I've been following Terrence for a while. And he had put up something about the Glamcation, and just like everything that he posts is like a unity. And something in my head was like, DM him and ask him how you can be a part of what he has going on. Because I want to be a part of something positive.
So I DM'd him. He got right back to me. I'm like, what? Other people I reach out to, they never DM me back, or they might like a couple pictures, and that's that. And they never respond to me. So I'm like, okay, you responded. He's like, well, if you want to be a part of my team, you can come to this cabin retreat. We're going to learn how to eat together, sleep together, pray together. And I'm like, so excited. Oh, let's do this. I hurried up, paid my deposit. I was happy that I could make payments on it. And so I'm here because I just want to be a part of this. And I know that it's going to be bigger than us. And I just want to I want to be a part of the movement. That's why I'm here.
You know, I want to do hair, you know what I'm saying? Even though everybody telling me that I shouldn't do hair because that's not what men do, you know what I'm saying? Men supposed to do manly stuff, you know what I'm saying? Take out the garbage and fix cars and all that type of stuff. So there I go again, trying to please society. So I went out there and started stealing cars and stuff, gang banging, selling drugs, messing with all different type of women and all this type of stuff because I felt like that's what a man's supposed to do.
There's a cabin pageant that we do every cabin trip where you have to be able to create a hairstyle and a stage presentation and a talent part for this at the cabin, but you can only use what we give you for hair items, and you can only use what you see in the cabin, and you have to put it back where you got it from. We can't tear up the cabins, but we do a cabin pageant where it's so much fun. But the purpose of the cabin pageant is to put everybody in different groups to learn how to work together as a team on one model and create their own work.
We're going to go over some rules and regulations to the pageant tonight. Real simple. The first part, there's 3 categories. The first part that you're going to be judging on is going to be hair. It is creative hair, but it needs to be neat, detailed, and corrected. They're going to judge for every little detail too. If you want to win, you make sure that you have the best creative hairstyle in the world. Next, they'll be judging you on the apparel. With the apparel, the outfit, you can use anything in the cabin. I needed to make sure that was correct. The third and final category that you guys will be doing, it is called talent. Oh yeah. Talent is where you can be able to do whatever you decide to do. It can be singing, it can be dancing, it can be lip syncing, it can be whatever you decide. But the talent category needs to include everyone on the team.
Yeah. So it gets real when you have to break everybody up into groups. We usually break them up into 3 or 4 different groups, and they all work together. It gets more exciting because once they go in these rooms and start working together, no one can come in unless it's one of us from the actual organization. But no one from the other team can see their work. So it's like you spend hours of just in a room putting together the whole outfit. You have to just see it to believe it because it's fun. You get all these people working together. They all so cocky. They all think they're going to win. They all think this. And I think they're all the winners. But of course, it's only one winner.
Y'all gotta face this way. Line up.
So this is how we're gonna do it. So if you guys whoever's staying in this cabin, and you have things left out, just put them to the side or whatever, because we're gonna put the teams in these rooms to work. Just don't mess with their stuff, don't knock over their stuff, don't use that stuff.
To actually watch my dreams come true, which is more so glam unity, is a great feeling. It doesn't always equal out to be glam unity. Like there's always, not always, sometimes there's a little drama, sometimes there's issues where people can't work together. But by the time the end of the pageant, or by the time the end of them working together, they end up being friends, they end up making up because we've had issues where they argued or people didn't agree. We had to make things come together and make it work. But when I saw the final picture of them working together at the end, I was just pleased, very pleased, because the whole purpose is unity. And I wanted them to get it. And every time we leave the cabins or we at the end of the pageant, you know, they always end up working together. And that's so important to me. Just unity. Glam unity is very important. We win bigger if we work together.
I think that my team is real creative, and I'm just going to get each and every one of them to use their talent to the best of their ability, and we're going to come together and give y'all a show. I like to give people a show, so that's what I like to do. So be ready for the show. That's all I'm worried about.
So what makes you think y'all group gonna win? Tell me.
We're gonna win because
because we're cabin fever. Now we'll turn this over to one of them. We're gonna win because we're the most ambitious, the most creative, and the most determined. And the most diverse.
Look, just know it's real out here in these streets. You see what I'm saying? And it's not no joke. It's a winning team. You amongst a lot of winners.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And go get it.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. That's
You'll see. You'll see at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Don't stress yourself out, baby.
Coming to you from the cabin, we're hosting and bringing to you Mr. and Mrs. Cabin Frontier. I'm your host, I'm Inchi. I want to be giving you all the details about what's going on tonight. Tonight, we have 4 separate teams that are ready to battle it out, battling for the title of Mr. and Mrs. Frontier Cabin. So without further ado, DJ, you ready? Fuck the motherfucking beat. Let's get this shit started. Contestant number 1 from Team Royal Riding Hood. Welcome to the stage. Without further ado, we're going to welcome to the stage contestant number 3, Cabin Fever. Maestro, hit the beat. MTV Live. Team number 4. Well, to you especially, my fam, this is from contestant number 4, the Dreams of Glam. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome us to the stage.
The pageant was crazy because we always get to see so much creative stuff. Like they take the leaves, they take the sheets, they take everything and they wrap it around their body, they wrap it in their hair. They're just so creative with, very little of what they have to work with. And that's important. Like, you might be stuck on an island. It's like being in the desert, and what are you going to do? So if we're in the desert, what are you going to work with? Like, we have to figure out how can be creative with whatever is in your face to be creative with, because you might be somewhere at the last minute at a hair show and you only have this one thing to work with, and it's got 10 minutes before you get on that stage. You got to make it work. What are you going to do? It's always best to try to take things and take it to the next level. And that's what we do at the cabin during the pageant. And I think each one of them did something so great by just doing different things, wrapping their body with sheets, wrapping their body with the leaves, wrapping with the lamps and everything. There was just so much crazy stuff going on. But it was very fun to see and watch these people be just as creative as I am.
That's basically what I would have said too at the end. And I was just telling Jonathan, I said what I like about it is everybody worked together. Even though there was trials, there was times at once with a few, but everybody was all around, seeing people here and there with issues. But at the end of the day, y'all still came through and worked as a team. That's the point. The point doesn't really matter to me who wins or loses at the end of the day. When you get in the ring, we all are still winners. Always remember that. But somebody do have to overall beat because of the judges' scores. But just for me looking and just looking at the creativeness that you work with, what you found in the cabin, y'all made sense to it. And that's what makes sense to me. You got through it. Y'all actually had more time than the other people ever had to do it. So that's maybe why I was seeing so much stuff even more like just detailed with the hair, the setup, and her hair didn't even come down at all. I was like, well, good enough, no problem. It just gives me an eye on who's here, who's available, and who didn't complain, and who didn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I watch stuff like that because when you're doing stuff or competing, you don't want to hear anybody or anyone complaining. You want to hear people just saying whatever you need, let's make it work. You know, let's cross over this, let's cross over that, just let's make it work. And I feel like I've seen all of you guys get out here and y'all made it work. I just didn't see that. I mean, y'all came up with a routine and everything. Like, y'all made it work. And that's a good thing. So you got to be yourself and handle the ball.
The cabin trip is over. Now we go back to our regular lives. And I always tell them, when they leave the cabin, it doesn't matter what they say. I have members that come back to every trip after they went for their first time. Usually when you go home, you get so many memories of the cabin and flashbacks that you want to come back. Once the cabin trip is over, it's up to you to go home and get all that knowledge and collect it and start building on yourself. I get messages from people who took the cabin and say, I'm so glad I took your advice during the testimonial. I had fun during the church service of the cooking breakfast. Or, you know, it's always something about the cabin trip that they're going to remember. Once they leave the cabin, they're going to always remember it and never going to forget it. I promise you. The Glamcation is here to stay.
Go the way we go into the Dollar Tree.
They said somebody was somebody was doing hair.
The cabin pageant is over. It's very, very hard to say who's the winner, who's this. I actually look at it like, you know, they're all winners because they all had to work together. They all had to get through this whole process of working with someone that they never worked with before in their life, much less just met that same weekend. So you don't know the tactics or how that person works anyway. But I feel like they all are winners. It doesn't matter who we pick, who we choose as the winning goes. I always tell them that they all are winners. You know, I'm a firm believer in the winning game. And when I compete, I go in to win. And that was such a great situation to happen for me at the Broner Brothers, because real honesty, I didn't even think I was going to win a Broner Brothers hair battle, and to go on that stage and just give it my all and have fun, and that's what I told myself, was I was going to have fun, and that was it. At the end of the day, in this game, always consider yourself a winner, no matter what nobody else says, no matter what they tell you. Just do what you do and do the best at what you do and get up there and have fun. I walked away a winner at the Broner Brothers, and I loved it. everything that those judges said about me and about my skills and my craft. And I know it was from the heart, one way or the other. I took it to heart. It didn't even matter if it was from their heart or not. I took it to heart, and I felt that. And it made me tear up about that because, you know, I came a long way in this game, and I'm still going to keep pushing it. I'm never going to give up. Never give up on your dream.
I thought all of your work was extremely cohesive. Every model left a different way than they came out. So 10s across the board. You slayed it in every category, darling.
Everybody here on that stage was astronomical. Give him a round of applause.
Yes. I love everything you just did. You know what I'm saying? Turn up, Terrence. Hey!